Grace Tang, this year's Australian of the Year at age 15, was groomed and raped by a 58-year-old teacher. Brittany Higgins, former Liberal staffer, was allegedly raped in Parliament House, the place that was built on the foundation of law and justice for all. Sarah Everard, a 33-year-old woman who was walking home from a friend's house in a well-lit area at night. Last week, her life was taken and her body was found. These were the first few sentences of Mason Black's speech to Brisbane Boys College last week, which went viral for its sincerity and important takeaway messages. For an all-boys school like St. Pat's and Brisbane Boys College, it's imperative that we continue the discussion about consent, violence, and sexual assault towards women and respect for women. For we're the ones, more often than not, instigating the problem. We're the ones being portrayed by the media as arrogant and rude. As a group of boys, as savage. As a group of boys with a mob mentality. And no doubt there's some truth in this. I know this is not all boys and men, but all boys and men play a role in making society safer for women. This is something that the Student Council had already been discussing and hoping to correct. We want to change this narrative now. So this speech is different. It's upsetting. It's challenging. It's important. It's something that affects a lot more of you than you may think. 1 in 5 women before the age of 16 experience some sort of sexual abuse, and 97% of sexual offences are from men. In Ballarat alone, family violence has increased by over 40% during 2020 with COVID, and a further 1,714 women were affected by family incidents. That's over 4 women a day who are mistreated here in Ballarat. Think about that. More than likely, some of you here today are already being affected. More than likely, some of your mums, your sisters, and friends are being harmed, which also means that some of us here are creating a problem. Boys, this needs to change. What we take for granted is something that the women have to deal with their whole lives. It's as simple as walking to the car. Most men will reach for their keys once they get to the car. However, women tend to have their keys ready far before they get there. Now, whilst this only seems minor to us in our eyes, it speaks volumes about the type of society we live in and the constant fear that women must endure. The fear of suddenly being taken away to be sexually assaulted, raped, or murdered. For too long, Australia has overlooked this issue. For too long, we've overlooked this issue. For too long, women have had to deal with this issue and have been silenced. It's our responsibility. We need to be educated. Boys, if a girl says no, that means no. No if, buts, or maybes. If a girl is drunk, she cannot really give consent. If she has been coerced, repeatedly asked, or pressured, she is not freely giving consent. As young men, we have much to gain in how we feel about ourselves if we conduct ourselves honourably, let alone avoiding a criminal allegation of sexual offence. It's as clear as can be. We must listen and respect their decision. The solution is only found if we start to change our behaviour today. I hope all of you, no matter the person that's in the wrong, have the courage and strength to stand up for what's right. which, by the way, doesn't always have to be shaming them in the moment. You could just talk to them afterwards or to someone else. Everyone in this room today must be accountable for not just their own actions, but also your mates. Everyone knows that not all men are the perpetrators of this issue. However, we're all at the centre of it. Allowing your mates to treat women disrespectfully makes you part of the problem. Who's seen that poster? The standards you walk past is the standards you accept. You all know it's true. As a collective, we know we have to change how we talk to and about women. Don't use simp. Don't rate girls out of 10. Don't encourage that mob mentality. Do step in if a woman seems uncomfortable. Do listen to women. The Student Council will be doing their bit to further this discussion. So let's all play our role and change. Together. As one brotherhood. As one community. Let us rewrite our mistakes. Let us finally make women feel empowered, respected, and safe. Ecuador.